Today is August 31st. This is the midday market recap. I am the bearded trader. We are trading boldly, courageous, in the midst of adversity, being profitable, being smart, and trading our trading plan. We took 4 trades a day, only had 1 losing trade, which is great. 2 of them were swing trades, ESs and the HTZ. Those were swing trades, which is basically just holding a position overnight, maybe a day or 2, possibly even 3 if it's working in your direction. The other 2, JNUG and MNKD, were actually trades we took this morning. As you can see, we didn't have to trade that long today. We made our money and got out. So let's get into this first trade of the day. First one was the ES mini futures. Was a trade we actually got into yesterday evening. Got into around 24.58. Took a long position, roughly 5 contracts. We had this great update yesterday. If you look right here, you'll see this was the low yesterday. It moved all the way up here to 24.59. So I knew that would be an area of resistance, but I figured buyers would soonly step back in after the market closed and push this thing higher, which it did. You know, around 4 a.m. we got that pop right here above yesterday's high, and it pushed higher to 464, 465 area, and then fell down. And I exited trade roughly, what was that, around 6 a.m., 6:20 this morning. Made some nice money off that. So roughly a little over $1,400 when I got out. Looks like this area is holding up as support. The market is now pushing back higher, making new highs. So it could be a great day today in the ES future market. Things continue to go up. I know there's a lot of stuff in the geopolitical area or stuff in, down south that's happening that can affect the markets. But if you have a plan in place, trade that plan, stick to that plan, and hopefully you'll become successful. If you look at the ES charts on a daily basis, you can see we did break through a downward trend. So this line right here, from here's the top, here's the trend line trending downward. Yesterday we broke through, made a new high. That gave us the notion to go ahead and get long. We got an upward trend forming, and we got this pop today. As you can see, boom, time to ring the register. Take profits off the table as the market continues to go up. There is some area of resistance right here. So you may want to look to scale back your positions or possibly get short for a push lower to find some new areas of support. If this resistance area does hold, we may push down a little bit tomorrow or possibly next week. Let's move into the next trade of the day, which was HTZ. Like I said, that was a swing trade we held overnight. It was a great trade. Great trade. When you see something great, man, you got to take those opportunities. It's not many times you get just great trade setups that you can take. So right here we got all these U-shaped bottoms forming. Let me draw some circles and you can actually really see what I mean. So if you put a circle right here, you got a U-shaped bottom. Right here we got another U-shaped bottom. Right here we got another U-shaped bottom. So all these bottoms are telling us that, hey, sellers can't push this market lower. As people try to sell off, buyers step in, push the market back higher. Buyers step in, push the market back higher. So on this daily chart, it's letting us know, hey, we might want to get long this HTZ. This is the candle from yesterday. So we got an area of resistance right here. We know we're coming up to an area of resistance, but that U shape may be more powerful than the actual area of resistance. So yesterday we got long HTZ around 210. I'm sorry, not 2010, and held a position overnight. And this morning, boom, we get this pop and start cashing out. Start scaling out your position as the market move higher. So let me scale in. You can actually see So we get opened up today right here, and as you can see, the stock kind of drifted once we broke through that area of resistance. Cha-ching, paycheck. That's it, paycheck. That's the area of resistance right there. You can see the two double tops pushed the market lower. We found the area of support. Buyers stepped in around the $17 area, pushed the market, pushed the stock back higher. This HTZ has been a champ, man. It's been a champ. When we bust through that area of resistance right there, that 20, 45, 46 area, it was nothing but smooth sailing from there and just scaled out on the way up. Cha-ching, 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 all the way up, scaled out. Take profits as the stock or future or the commodity, whatever you trade, and take profits as it's going up. Don't look to just hold and say, I'm gonna make all I can make. Have a plan in place. Whether if it's 3,000 shares, you can scale out, 500 shares when you make 10 cents. When you make 20 cents, scale out another 1,500. When you make 30 cents, scale out another 750. That's how you become profitable in this business. Next stock was JNUG. This stock went parabolic on us, which means straight up. So we saw this morning on a watch list and did not see everything. Here's what I actually saw when it first hit my watch list. Let me move this to a 1 minute chart. So on the 1 minute chart, we had this high. Well, we opened right here. We had this high, and let me draw a trend line so you can really see it. We had this trend, so we're getting a higher low. We had a slight pullback right here, and I was looking for the first candle to make a new high with increased volume. So the market went up, pulled back. It couldn't make a new low. That lets me know there's an area of support. Buyers would step in. As soon as buyers step in, I'm looking for the first candle to make a new high over that candle, that red candle. We get all these candles to make new highs, but there's no volume. So finally, when the volume kicks in, when people actually start seeing it, you get that pop. You get that pop to the upside. And when you get that pop, just start scaling out of your position. 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents. Take half your position off. Take a quarter of your position off. And then scale out of the entire, scale out the entire spot. And that's how you make $800. And, in less than 20 minutes of trading. It's real simple. This stuff, it's not difficult. We tend to make things difficult as humans, but when you stick to your plan and plan your trade, it's not that difficult. Have I always made money? No, I haven't always made money. There's times I blew up my account. But whenever I trade my plan, which is, hey, if I got an area of support and we're getting increased volume and the stock pops, that means I need to buy. And as it's going up, scale out, then you will make money. So you can see it's still going a little higher. However, I'm no longer in it. We did get a nice bull flag pattern. It's a small bull flag, but it actually worked out better than some of the ones that's a lot bigger. And this was a very nice trade on JNUG. Actually, this stock has been very strong past week or two. It has been extremely strong. So here was the open. Got the flagpole. Got a slight pullback, forming a flag. And then the very next candle will make a new high with increased volumes right here. Boom. Off to the races. You're off to the races and can't nobody catch you. Because if you see this stock pop and you buy, how many other people see this stock pop and they're going to buy? So as demand increases, supply decreases, causing the price to go up. It's all about supply and demand. That's it. It's all about supply and demand. All right. For the last trade of the day was MNKD. This was a losing trade, and you actually see why I'm actually frustrated with this trade, because I stuck to my plan So even when you stick to your plan, you may lose money, and then you'll see a trade actually start doing what you wanted it to do from the beginning. So let me show you what I saw when this was actually taking place this morning. So we get this opening right here, we push up, hit a little resistance, fall back down, push back up, and I'm thinking, well, next candle form a new high with increased volume. I'll take a long position. We get a doji candle, then boom, here's the next candle to form. I actually didn't get filled on this candle. You know, I tried, I had the order out there, I didn't get filled. I didn't get filled on that candle either. I didn't get filled to actually this candle right here, $2.12. So I wanted to get in around 207, 208, didn't get me into 212. It pushed higher to 214 and falls right back down. It hits my stop and I had to take a loss. So when it hits my stop, I'm thinking, well, let me go ahead and get out because it's going to go lower. And I don't want to be in, I don't want to be in this trade longer than I have to. So what happens next? The stock goes lower and lower and lower to right there, 198. And then what happens? It pops back up, all the way back up. So if I would have had a better entry price, and that would have created my stop to be lower because I would have got in lower instead of getting in at 212 all the way up here. If I would have just got in roughly down here around this 209, 208 range, I could have put my stop at below this low and I never would have gotten stopped out. So you have to know your entries, know your exits. Even when you think you have the perfect plan in place, you have to know your entries and your exits. If not, you will lose money. It's a guarantee you will lose money every single time you don't have the proper entries and exits. You can be the best trader in the world. You can have studied at the best school or college or wherever in the world about trading. You will still lose money. It's pretty much a guarantee. With that said, I'll leave y'all with this. Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. One person pretends to be rich, yet he has nothing. Another pretends to be poor,